When a grand jury subpoenaed them to come testify, the first thing they're supposed to do is get in contact with that brother and say, hey, listen, the grand jury calling us wants to come testify. What you got going on? How you want to play it? You already took the case. You already took the charge. What I want to make sure we ain't tripping you up.
Plead the fifth.
It was me defending BG. I never even like them motherfuckers in the No Rap Cap podcast. First of all, I don't even know you sons of bitch. That's one. Boosie is like hip hop's Big Meech, so to speak, right? And so he used that leverage and he used the power of his opinion to go on Vlad.
Man, Boost ain't been shit since he lost that 15-year-old.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though, murder is
Who was 15
the
made Boost a whole
but watch
reputation.
this
Man,
though,
Boost
murder.
ain't
But see,
been shit since Marlo Mike.
I think New Orleans in the entire state of Louisiana was introduced to me on Video Wayne's Rare Report. This is over 2 years ago. At the time I was being introduced to New Orleans, it was me and my player partner OG Freeze. One of the first things that kind of like took me and Freeze national in terms of the YouTube streets is us defending BG from the attacks that took place by Whack 100. It was me and OG Freeze who broke down and who exposed that Whack 100 had been told to do what he did in terms of leaking that paperwork about the gun case. Whack 100 had been greenlit by Baby himself because Baby was mad because BG had the nerve to say that he wasn't signing the cash money and that he was keeping his options open. Birdman, I call him Bird Brain. Bird Brain didn't like that. And so Bird Brain used Whack 100 as an attack dog to attack BG's character to reduce and diminish his impact on the coaching. And me and OG Freeze exposed that. And I talked to Whack 100 and he admitted that Birdman greenlit the assassination attempt. It was me defending BG. I never even, like, them motherfuckers in the No Rap Cap podcast. First of all, I don't even know you sons of bitch. That's one. Number two, when y'all say, I was like, yeah, man, the dog face guy, the guy with the red jogging suit on, the dog face guy, man, he was a fan of you. A fan of who? See, you have been misinformed, young man. I wasn't a fan of BG. I was defending BG. You obviously came to the party late. You like the ugly girl who couldn't get no date, so you arrived late. Right? I was defending BG. I never spoke on the actual gun case situation. I never spoke on it at all because I didn't know the logistics of it. And I was on Video Wayne's Wear Report defending BG. So listen, when he says that Dawgface hated on BG or he was a fan, no, I wasn't a fan, brother. I ain't even gonna cuss you out. Because this right here, it don't require me verbally abusing you. So I'm not even gonna cuss you out. No rap cap. I wasn't a fan of BG. I knew BG prior to BG going to penitentiary. BG was in Detroit more than he was in New Orleans, Louisiana, or Atlanta, or anywhere else. Chopper City Records was not formed in Louisiana. Chopper City Records was formed in Detroit, Michigan, with Doogie, Auntie Carol Dorsey, and Big Red Garrett with wide open management. Let's get that straight. They named it Chopper City because that's where he's from. But when BG got pushed out of Cash Money, before he went to prison last time, he was in Detroit. And his Aunt Carol, Miss Cent's sister, put him in a position to where he can start Chopper City Records and he can push his career beyond life after Cash Money happened in Detroit. I was the one who was defending BG. I was the one who was exposing the fact that Whack 100 was put up to try to destroy BG simply because BG said that he wasn't signing the Cash Money and he was keeping his options on him. I was the one who exposed that Whack 100 sent the paperwork to 1090 Jake so that 1090 Jake can come down with an unfavorable opinion on what BG did or didn't do, right? So listen, it's been a bunch of clumsy shit going on BG side of things because this is the second time that 1090 Jake even came down with an opinion on BG. This is the second
But
time.
dog, it's true.
Oh yeah, well, I'm not arguing about whether it's true or not. I'm simply saying is that I didn't even attack it or address it. So when the No Rap Cat podcast used my name in vain, why would you even mention me in the conversation about a grand jury indictment when I've never spoken on the grand jury indictment. What I spoke on was I was mad at BG. I was mad at Jizzle for going back and laying up under Birdman's nuts when he knew that Birdman is the one who launched the character assassination on him through Whack 100. And I'm saying
Say,
my
do Whack 100 do anything without Birdman calling?
no, not when it comes to this kind of business. That's
Thank
number
you.
one. Number two,
Thank you.
Birdman got in contact with BG the last 6 months of his bid for he get ready to come home because
Facts.
he knew and he believed that he was gonna come home with the same fanfare that Boosie came home with and Gucci came home with. He knew that. So he grabbed the hold to him so he can earn some type of income off of him.
I said, bro, BG disrespected Baby when he went over there by Gucci Man. That's when everything hit the mother fan.
Right,
And if you notice, once Baby sick Whack 100 on Dugan, what Dugan went did? He went got right back under Baby.
right back. Up on
He
the
went got right back. That was Baby way of checking him. Like, oh, bitch, you out your seat, dog. Y'all gotta read the board when shit going down. Dugan got made that video that Jizzle with the gold teeth was sending all them shots. Oh, Baby, like, oh, all right, you heard me, you talking all that shit. Say Whack, go ahead on and expose this. Whack wouldn't have never exposed that without
never.
Baby saying so. Whack move off a Baby call, man.
True.
And when Baby sent them and that shit went down, y'all should have knew BG was a fucking rat because he went under Baby and kept his mouth closed.
Right. That's
That's when
one.
he started being all on up under him and shit, talking about their relationship and how I fought back this. Y'all don't understand this and none of. Oh yeah, we do understand. Stand your mother with. Gotta keep these hoes in line. I said, stand in line. Oh,
Yeah.
damn, daddy,
And then
daddy,
listen,
daddy.
New Orleans is also forgetting a couple of key factors. Prior to BG going to prison, he was not Cash Money. He got pushed out of Cash Money. And don't forget the fact that he had a substance abuse problem. I'm not even going to go into all this business, but BG had a substance abuse problem. BG has never been his own man. He's always had a daddy in the music business since day one. And that's been Brian
Fact.
and Slim. He ain't never been on his own. So it surprised me when he went back under that fold after it came out. I'm arguing with Miss Cent about BG going back up on the Birdman. I'm telling Miss Cent, I say all of my efforts have been in vain. All of my hours of defending BG online and trying to not even about the gun case shit, but just about the overall aspect of what's going on between him and Birdman. I'm defending BG against all these attacks. So all of my efforts have gone in vain because he went right back up on the Birdman,
Definitely.
lifted his up, and crammed right up on the Birdman and lowered the nuts on his head.
Say, face. I want to get something out you real quick. Before you joined us, we was clarifying a few things about the New Orleans, Detroit, Baton Rouge shit, right? For a lot of people in New Orleans who think you have a hate or dislike for the city of New Orleans, right? Can you clarify that? I mean, even if that's what it is,
He
could you?
just clarified it, like you know what I'm
So
saying? Like
let me take a stab at that. First of all, if y'all think hey, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, bring your ass up to the front of the congregation. If y'all think that I'm sitting back thinking of ways to find fault with y'all in any way, shape, or form, you got to be the slowest in the world. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit at all. I'm a podcaster. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a urban guerrilla warfare journalist. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit at all. So if I point out something about a particular city, I criticize Detroit more than anybody. This in Detroit who been in the comments on my Vlad TV, academics, no jumper. It's in Detroit who hate me more than anybody. I don't have no personal problem with New Orleans or Baton Rouge. But when I call a spade, that's what it is, and that's what it's gonna be. And if you decide you
let me
don't
say
like
this.
it, that's on
Say
you.
that Dawgface, I told y'all, man, this nigga talk a lot. Guess what this nigga told me? The same nigga they talking about don't like New Orleans. Guess what this nigga told me? This nigga Dawgface said, Murda, I need to talk to you. I said, what's up, dog? That nigga said, bro, you gotta lay off your city a little bit.
Yes.
I said, huh? I couldn't believe it because you know most people, dog, they think you don't never talk about your city. You talk about everybody but your city. That dog pulled me to the side and said, dog, Murda. You gotta leave your city alone, bro.
Leave your city alone.
Yes,
That dog, that's
yeah,
some weird.
yes.
I ain't never dog. I ain't never heard that one, dog. That nigga fucked me up.
And you know why
So
I
when
said
niggas
that?
say this shit, y'all don't know dog. See, it's like this here, bro. This is how I look at it. You got you got personal, and you got internet. See, I know dog personally, so I know that he not saying what he's saying. But who don't know you personal, who just internet, they just gonna roll with a narrative. That's what the internet about. It's about narrative. You know what I'm saying? And this the thing. Could know what this man mean, right? But they just don't like him. Like me. You know this man good and goddamn well this man talking about the sissy culture. How you gonna get mad? Say, bro, y'all want New Orleans to be a bounce city. If it's a bounce city, bounce is led by city. So how you get mad at him when he says it's a culture of city? Like y'all don't make sense. You gotta use your brain. God ain't give you this for nothing. It was no disrespect. It wasn't no shot. Cause dog, he could say what he's saying and still feel like I should be the governor. So what the are y'all talking about? You gotta listen, bruh. You gotta listen to the shit that be saying. Like a lot of people can't comprehend. Whether it's
Watch this.
reading or listening. They can't
Watch this,
comprehend,
murder.
bro.
Hey, watch this. Hey, listen, everybody from New Orleans and Baton Rouge. Go to YouTube and type in Dawgface defends BG against Whack 100. Dawgface exposes Whack 100. Dawgface exposes Birdman for launching for being the person who's really responsible for launching the character assassination attack against BG. Go to YouTube and type in
But this
Dawgface
my
defends
thing, dog.
BG.
Dog, this is my thing, dude. Like, dog, this is what I be having a problem with on some real shit. Like, can you really be mad at Whack 100 and them for exposing the truth?
No. But
Like,
at the same time, see, my problem with Whack is this here. My problem with Whack is a hired gun. So Whack, he not being fair and impartial. Whack 100 is he's a hired gun and he's a flunky for Birdman. Excuse me.
right.
Right?
But
Sorry.
if you don't rat, Whack can't do that.
If you
Birdman
if
can't send that. Whack can't do that if you don't do what you did.
and listen,
Like, it
you just
wouldn't be
drop
no paperwork of you if
you
you didn't rat, right?
You just bars. Whack can't do that if you bars. You forgot to add bars. So listen, my whole thing is I don't fuck with Whack because Whack, right? He play favoritism, right? And he doing what we call selective gangsterism. You gonna call out one motherfucker for doing the same shit. You gonna cover up another motherfucker doing. I ain't fuck with that. That's some hoe shit.
Right.
And if
He
you could be
doing that
you,
boosted.
yeah, yes, that boosted shit. If you could be doing, listen, if you doing that, I don't respect it coming from you because you a whole you being used as a weapon against a motherfucker. That's number one. Number two, when Murder said, I called Murder, I said, Murder, I need you to leave New Orleans alone. You're like, what you mean? I say, Murder. There's so many other issues going on across the motherfucking spectrum of urban entertainment, of the culture, right? Of white America. I say you have a voice and you are articulate enough to be able to attack any issue and any subject, Murder. I say, man, that shit down in New Orleans, that shit pulling you down. I say, come off of that shit and go national topic with me. So I don't know what the fuck. But all the shit they doing down there in New Orleans, I say they telling on you. They're doing cyber snitching.
That's
They
what he
report.
told me. He said, dog, he said, your city, your page up, leave
Yeah,
people
ain't
alone.
nobody else.
That's what he told me, dog.
Speaking of snitching, it's in New Orleans who reporting Murder YouTube channel. And they saying they doing it. And ain't nobody got no problem with it. Oh, I'm gonna report him. I'm gonna report his that's cyber snitching, motherfucker. That's called cyber snitching. That's just the
Hey,
same.
oh,
Cause when you
Wayne, now
report
we
him
got to
up,
get Dogface
you got
opinion on
look,
this.
hold on, Murr. You gotta push the button, say report. And then they ask you what for. You gotta push bullying, harassment. And then they want you to give them an explanation. He talked about my mama. Oh, mama. Their mama.
Said, dog, we got to get they got the important topic we were talking about before you got in here. Fuck
Come
that.
on with it.
Let me catch control of it for you, Wayne. Let me catch control of it for you. All right. We was talking about what I call them is pie rappers. All y'all in the podcaster space. We don't know Boosie from no music. We know Boosie from being with Vlad. Like the podcasters, Say Cheese, Sean Cotton. I got so many problems with you, but I'm about to let Dawgface take the floor. So, dog, how you feel about these failing rappers coming over here trying to invade the space like they taking over this bitch?
The first time I ever heard the term pod rappers was from OG Murder, right? And I said, oh shit, I took it and ran with it. I ain't even gonna perp. I took it and ran with it, right? So I took it to, when I say I took it and ran with it, I took it to iHeartRadio Detroit. I took it to iHeartRadio New York, Power 105.1, WJ Self, shout out to them boys. So let me tell you this, right? A pod rapper is a rapper who's on the south side of his career, who's not relevant anymore based on his musical output. He ain't had a jam in years. So what's happening is you have the rappers and the people who traditionally come from the music side of things. They trying to creep into the podcast space to control narratives. They want to control the output of what we say. They want to control how we
That's
talk
it.
about what they've been doing. Like Boosie.
Yeah, it's like,
Hey Boosie, you a podcaster, bitch ass.
come on,
You got
tell
a
him,
whole
dog.
generation
Cool
of who
face.
know you from Vlad TV. They don't know you from Put That on Jam.
That's it.
You ain't created a hit record in 20 years. They know you from podcasting. And when you sit on Vlad TV, when you go to Vlad TV, Vlad is asking you questions about what's going on in the urban environment. And you criticizing, you critiquing, and you giving your opinion. But Vlad ain't asking you about no presidential shit. He asking you about shit. And you more than happy to try to downgrade, call it a rat, criticizing and talk your shit about. So you up there gossiping, you doing the very thing you say you don't like to have done to you. You a hypocrite. And you a selective
Wait,
politicker.
I could just say, let me say this. Let me say this. Since you brought that up, you said he out here calling people rats.
Yes, he
Um,
is. And listen,
well,
hold on,
we
for you
just
say, hold
talked
on.
about.
Boosie whole career on Vlad TV is, listen, people looked at Boosie like the ultimate hip hop gangster because of what he went through and come shaking that case. He done shook that case. He done came off death row in Angola, a state penitentiary down there in Louisiana, and he beat it. So we looked at that gave him Boosie was already a legend when it comes lyrically. But when he beat that case, that turned him into a larger than life figure. Boosie is like hip hop's Big Meech, so to speak, right? And so he used that leverage and he used the power of his opinion to go on Vlad.
Man, Boost ain't been shit since he lost that 15-year-old.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though, murder is
A
I'm
who was 15
the
made Boost a whole
but watch
reputation.
this
Let's
though,
be
murder.
real here.
But see, listen, the general public don't know all the goings on of what happened down there in Louisiana. We get that
Like,
shit
yeah,
from
like, but like that what I'm that's why they got like me and you here, cause I'ma
right.
check that
The
shit.
general public
Man,
don't know.
Boost ain't been shit since Marlo Mike, man.
Yeah, so
A
listen,
15-year-old.
he used public perception. And Vlad used what people thought about Boosie, his career, him beating that case, and everything that went on down there.
But I still won't get to this, dog.
Go
Look,
ahead.
I still won't get to this. Boosie calling people rats.
He is.
Okay.
He did. He has been.
We we just talked about BG testifying in front of the grand jury.
He did.
Dog, only witnesses testify in front of the grand jury.
That's true.
So, dog, let's run this down. If us three in the car, and let's say Wayne the money man, right?
Right.
And I decide, dog, I'm gonna go ahead on, man. Wayne ain't really that type of. I'm gonna go ahead on and eat this bit. Let me go ahead on and eat the charge. Get Wayne out the way, right?
Right.
Get both of y'all out the way, right? When the law pull us over, I do that for y'all.
Right.
It ain't my shit, but I do that for y'all. So I'm already a real. I'm taking the charge for y'all,
Off bail.
right? Okay. Now y'all out the way. I take the charge, right? I lay up there, and I'm like, well, fuck, they out the way. Now I still got a right to fight for myself, right, dog?
You do.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Wayne, I
Yeah.
got a right to fight for myself?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm taking the
Now I come
charge.
up with a way
I'm
to
taking
fight
the
for
charge.
my.
I'm taking the charge. I'm taking the responsibility of whatever this crime is off of you. and I'm putting it on my own
Exactly.
shoulders.
Okay. Okay. Now I took the responsibility of y'all. Now it's me against them, and now I gotta figure. I done got y'all out. Now I gotta figure my way out. That's
Right,
what's going on. I'm trying to figure my way out. I get my girl to sign the affidavit and say it was for her.
right.
Right? Okay. If that's what I'm going with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all two already in the clear, right? Why would y'all two come in there knowing that I'm trying to fight the mother case, bro? And I'm trying to say that this pistol ain't for me. After I done just done what I done did for y'all. I done just looked out for y'all, dog. I done set y'all free. And now y'all coming in this bitch, dog, and y'all go fight against my case. Once you said it was my gun, and I'm saying it's not my gun, you ratting on me. You are a witness. You snitching.
That's true.
You giving me a charge. You took away any chance I had of fighting, bro. Without y'all motherfucking statement, we in limbo.
So watch this, murder.
You
So
killed the
listen,
limbo when you
what
did that.
hit what
You
he should have
cemented
did.
it was mine.
That's
You
true.
ratting on me, bro.
And listen, I don't have no.
Yeah,
I
you
don't. And
was already
listen,
out the
and
way.
listen. I don't have no problem with what you just said. What you just said is absolutely true. Let me put something on you. When a grand jury subpoenaed them to come testify, the first thing they're supposed to do is get in contact with that brother and say, "Hey, listen, the grand jury calling us wants to come testify. What you got going on? How you want to play it? You already took the case. You already took the charge. What I want to make sure we ain't tripping you up."
Plead the fifth.
And then listen, you plead if you can't talk to him, you plead the fifth because you don't know what angle he coming from.
Exact.
If you can't talk
Dog,
to
this
him,
dude is a fuck.
you got two options. You got two options here. Let's make sure we're on the same page. Because they're like, it's black and white. Now watch this. Here you got two options. You get a grand jury subpoena. Okay. I got two options here. I can plead the fifth once I'm called. Or listen, let's keep it gangster. When I get the grand jury subpoena, I'm calling you. I'm trying to get in contact with you. Hey, tell Buddy to call me. The grand jury calling me about what you got going on, how you playing it. Dude, what you want me to do? If you plead the fifth, they can't prosecute you because pleading the fifth means you're refraining from talking because you don't want to incriminate yourself in no way. He
Dog,
already took the case for you.
how
You ain't
can
got to
you
say
plead
nothing.
the how can you plead the fifth and make a statement?
You can't.
That's
You, you
impossible.
can't. That's an oxymoron.
Lying to the face, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't, man. Come on, man. Stop
So,
it,
but
man.
hear what
Man,
I'm saying
stop
though,
it, man.
Murder. Listen,
Stop
let's
it.
let's kick it like we just kicking it without being on this show. Watch this. If I get a grand jury subpoena, and I know you took this case for me, right? We all rappies. You took the case for me. I didn't let y'all free. Y'all didn't let me free. I at least owe you to shut the up. I owe you to shut the up because you've already taken the charge off my back. And if he's trying to say, if he did what he's trying to say to the public, if I wouldn't have said nothing, they would have charged me. No, they wouldn't because they already got him. They already got him fully charged. If you would have played the fifth, you just refused to make a statement about that particular thing. You plead the fifth don't mean the charges will get put back on you. That ain't what the fuck that mean.
So basically, I saved your life for you to send me to jail.
That's nasty.
Basically,
That's
basically,
that's work of the nastiest kind. It don't get no nastier than that.
that's fucked up, dog.
And
That's fucked up. When you really
and
think
listen,
about it,
watch
that's
watch
fucked
this.
up,
Listen,
bro.
let me hold on, murder. Let me just say this. Hey, Wayne, listen here. Put my hand on my head for this one. Listen, and then you know you done did wrong. That was your man. It wasn't like it's just no street shit and you ain't noticed. It wasn't like y'all got into a beef or something and or some that was your enemy, your op. That was your man. So when you come home and you start to do better, instead of you going to that brother, pulling him to the side, like, look here, bro. Because it happens like that in every hood. I was wrong. I'm on this Cash Money reunion tour. I'm finna get you just spent years, right? I done fucked over you. Instead of you doing the right thing by this man, you allowing a narrative to exist about him and you get into a back and forth with him when you know you dead ass wrong. You supposed to he supposed to came home from penitentiary, got right, and got his shit together. He supposed to be able to handle himself. 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 He supposed to be able to handle himsel and made that man whole. That's what he supposed to have did. So what he
Oh,
supposed to
that
do is
shit
listen.
crazy.
See, BG missed a series of opportunities to do the right thing, even after he did the wrong thing. So listen, you judge a man by his actions, but you're really supposed to judge a man by his intentions, because sometimes your actions can be off based on what you really wanted to do, right? So watch this. Hey, BG, you had several opportunities to make this shit right before you even got called out on it. And you could have made it right. You could have had a conversation with that man. You could have put him to the side. Instead of buying that jewelry, you supposed to give him a chain. Let's get this shit straight, too, about this Fed going Fed. These who went Fed is acting like they mother El Chapo or El Mayo or Pablo Escobar or El Blanco, El Polo, El Loco ass. A lot of these went Fed. They went Fed on some bullshit they could have went state for. Everything go Fed ain't no big drug dealing ass, Johnny Cochran ass, legal beagle ass. The feds get the highest conviction rate out of anybody. Most of these who go Fed ain't even went to trial. They copped out. So they don't even have a
Listen,
trial experience to talk about.
my whole thing is this, bro. This what I'm tired of. Either you gonna call it on everybody, dog, or you gonna shut the up about it. That's the way I feel. I'm tired of these selective ass with this shit. Like, dog, if you go allow it from one, just shut the up. Because it ain't no pics with this shit. I don't give a if it's your brother, your sister, your mama, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle. It don't matter, bro. A rat is a rat is a rat. Y'all accepting that shit, but y'all gotta understand this. And this the God honest truth. And I know people don't want to hear this, but y'all gotta understand this. Check this out. They got white people who ain't gonna never accept you bringing a black person home. All right? You got black people that ain't going to never accept you bringing a white person home. They got people in the world who never go accept people being homosexual. And guess what? Whether y'all like it or not, as much as y'all trying to get rid of it with y'all agenda, they just got people in the world, dog, who never go accept rats.